3, 2, 1, I'll stop. Perfect, we're on the right edge of the second area. No sign attack. But we did cut the engines and coast along silently for a good while. There's no room for complicity now. I'll show you the skill and increase of a summary. Here. Alright, we made it to a new area, and we have a few resources we can spare. Can you summon us more fighters like we discussed it? Of course. Great, like I said before, it's essential that we have a way to use torpedoes again. Worked out all the errors and bugs, so we shouldn't have a problem summoning a Chaldean servant this time. That's great, but I can't think of any servants who can fire torpedoes. Maybe one of the inventors. That's okay, we don't need actual torpedoes. Whoever we summon has to meet several conditions. First, you need to possess large projectile no phantasm, something along the lines of an anti-ship cannon. Second, that no phantasm need to use physical matter for its ammo, as opposed to something like laser beams. It would take a long time to explain why, but basically any beam fired in the VC would lose lots of power. What about the enemy? They use beam just fine. True, but only because those cheaters use some kind of mysterious way to derive beams, and we currently have no idea how they work. Seems like it'd really be hard to both analyze and apply the tech to no phantasm. So we're thinking of going back to basics with some good old-fashioned projectile ammo. Projectiles are great. They are a shining example of what oil and metal can accomplish together. Mass-wise, they are simple, powerful, and reliable. Besides, while they can heavily customize, for example, we can add self-propulsion and homing capabilities to them with just a few runes. There you go, through this no phantasm, projectiles can't use anything like gunpowder to fire or propel them. I will of course do our best to suppress any sound produced as a side effect of using this no phantasm. It'd be pretty much impossible to fire the cannon silently. I think it'd be great if this no phantasm were really powerful, but we can compensate for that to some extent. We connect the spherical servant directly to the netless magical reactor. We can power it up enough that even a D rank no phantasm would work as long as it's an anti-army. So taking all that into consideration, I think we might actually have better luck with a Lancer or an Assassin than a Archer or Rider. What about our resident gods then? Should that work fine if we had the real Sky Attack here? When we now know that when Sky Attack Sky forces herself to change into Sky Attack Assassin version, she ranks down so much she's no stronger than an average human. Makes sense really, since she isn't actually Sky Attack. Anyway, suffice to say, she definitely shouldn't be taking part in combat this time. Not to mention, she's an essential member of the engineer team. Frankly, it'll be a waste to send her out to the front lines. Then it'll be up to the personal section routine to find the best servant for the job. That's where Yuki do it. Oh my. I know I had a lot in mind, but I could have sworn I was still training in the simulator. It's Reiko. Oh, you're really happy to see me? Wonderful. Mother's always delighted to see you too. I didn't remember hearing you were conducting a training exercise at sea somewhere. But I'm quite certain I wasn't on a call to be summoned. Hehe, I see, something unexpected happened, didn't it? Well, that's correct, alright. No matter what the problem may be, I'll resolve it quick as can be. By the way, there certainly are a lot of young women aboard the ship. Yes, it's a very good thing I came here. A very good thing indeed. Crap, a berserker. This is the last thing we need. I better keep that to myself if I want to make it back alive though. Senpai, I think this might be definitely the best person for the job. Is something wrong? I'm sensing some decidedly mixed reactions. Not at all, Knight of a Fortune Land. You have come at the perfect time. Help maintaining order is just what this ship needs. I'm told you spent a summer as a veritable demon of discipline. Unfortunately, I have the outfit you wore at the time ready and waiting. The indecent outfit I wore to combat indecency. So you didn't know what it was indecent. Ahem, well if this situation calls for it, no. No, I mustn't. I can only serve as a shadow prefect during summer, when the sun may disrupt public decency. Otherwise, there'll lead all sort of problems such as, how should I put this? If I become the shadow prefect now, I'm concerned I may not be able to pull my punches, that public decency might soon become the last thing on our minds. Oof, it's so hot in here. I know we got conserved energy right now, but did the AC have to go too? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead out on patrol. Unacceptable. Naoki. By my Senzu. Itch. Tada. My eyes have been opened. Now I see exactly what is going on here. It seems this ship is indeed a hotbed of summer wicked temptations. But worry not, dear master. If I must abandon my motherly duties and don this forbidden outfit to protect you, then that is what I should do. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. It's Lancer Raiko. Wonderful, wonderful. Now come with me. We must formulate a plan to combat indecency aboard the ship. But I was going to start by commencing all the Lady Osaka be giving up an indecent attribute. Ma-chan, please tell me you're going to console me since she tried to Koro scare me at the second she showed up. I have a word. Well, sorry about that. Alright, I've heard the entire story in exaggerating detail. Really, you could have simply told me what was going on when I was first summoned. Then again, I suppose that may be easier said than done. At any rate, now that I understand the situation, rest assured that I will make full use of my Indra-given Brio Lightning to obliterate these mystics from a fortune sea. Now that Thanatos has torpedoes again. Hehe, and that is not all. In addition to combat, Raiko powers should also allow us to significantly expand the size of the scope of our recon capabilities. Indeed, if I deploy an envoy of Koizu Tenno to the Void Sea and have them run scans by sending out lightning waves, that should. Ready, yatta, I'm free. Hiko life, here I come. Don't be silly, we still need all the recon we can get. In fact, we will be counting on you, now more than ever. Also, I know nothing about the interrupting scan results, so I plan to voice that off. Have you handled that part? Yeah, now I have more work than ever. Come back, sweet freedom, come back. There we go. Her back-breaking workload should keep her indecency in check, thereby leaving master body and soul in safe once more. Of course, one can never be too careful. I must remain ever vigilant in my pursuit of public decency. I was kind of worried how things were going to go there for a while, but it looks like it worked out, though I still don't understand how Chaldeans can change their origins just by putting on a swimsuit. Swimsuits. Maybe if I wore one, I could be a different class too. Kidding, just another Vangu for you. That would never happen, never. There's something you're worried about, Vangu? Not at all, Captain. I'm just enjoying my second lease of life, making pictures with the paint. The goddess lady snugged me. Master, there's something I think you and the other leaders should know. Could I talk to you a bit once we're done here? Okay guys, I think it's time that we all go back to our posts. Alright, now that our private discussion is over, what do you make of Yengufi's story, Yuki? You see, I actually do remember what happens when Bangu used her no phantasm. I thought you three should know too, but please just keep this off the record. So Vangu Novatism was the Puri Tengai, I believe it's called, started one of Vangu's more famous paintings. So according to Yangufe, Vangu painted an old man surrounded by a variety of things in space, all which then basically came to life and rescued us. And she worried about the fact that Vangu was able to make things she painted in void space into reality-based objects, right? Right, to tell the truth, the only reason we're able to interact with void space at all are the void Magecraft chips in Vangu's blood. Really, her spirit origin is practically a treasure trove of ways to manipulate void space, and now we have additional information from Yangufe. Noble Phantasm. While it's difficult to make such sense out of the logs our sensor recorded during the battle, since they are so unlike anything I've ever seen. If Vangu really did manage to create an enormous mass out of nothing, something that would be completely impossible in reality space, a lot of things start to make sense. Let's say that Yangufe illusionary textures weren't able to keep up with this new being that suddenly appeared, and the resulting mental shock to everyone out there fighting made them forget what happened. If that's accurate, it would explain a lot, not just about that battle, but the entire situation we're in right now. And that's accurate, it will explain a lot, not just about that battle, but the entire situation we're in right now. Now we know it's entirely possible that all these obstacles and monsters that could normally never exist in void space were created by her Noble Phantasm. To be honest, I think a lot of us were suspicious of Vangu when she first showed up. But she seemed so harmless that we all slowly let down our guards around her. Speaking personally, I don't think she means any harm, but she also wouldn't be the first hero expert to be going through some stuff. So I think we need to keep all this in mind going forward. I agree, plus she also seemed to be confused about who she is right now. If only we knew for sure who she is. Well... something's not right. Do the team commander and the captain know more than they're letting on? Hehe. Is something wrong, Lady Yangu-fei? You're pressed up against the door, tighter than a tree frog. Eek. It's nothing really. But Gui, I just want you to know that, as a fortuner myself, I'm on your side no matter what. Well, bye. Huh? Sometimes I really have no idea what's going on. Alright everyone, we finally have a chance to make up for our first humiliating defeat. Thanks to Wasakabe Hime, we know exactly where the enemy is located and how big it is, 80 meters, just like the last one we encountered. We also know there aren't any other enemies nearby, so this time we're going to try attacking it with a torpedo. Torpedo no Raiko. Got a nice ring to it. Minamoto no Raiko. Let me just remind you one more time to please stay close to the ship. You need to brace yourself against the force fields we put up around the ship in order to use your overclock mechanism safely. This might sound bad, but basically just this once, we need you to conduct yourself as though you're a shipboard weapon. Leave it to me. I have plenty of experience handling heavy weaponry, and I practiced wielding this one in a simulator. At long last, I will not be limited to Indra's power alone. Now I will have invisible, purifying, crystallized intellect combined with the enforcing power of many God's mantras and scriptures at my fingertips. I cannot wait to fire it. And once I eradicate all the moral evils of the world, I will give Master and Kid the best headpats of their lives. Not worry, I'm just excited to get started. For all due respect, Raiko, right now we need to stay calm and collected like an executioner. When it's time to fire the ship, it's going to send you a vast amount of magical energy and precise calculations. At the exact moment, I want you to process it all and unleash your no phantasm. Basically, I want you to be cool as a sea cucumber and as vicious as a cone snail. You can do that, right? Of course, Captain. Seafood is a favorite of mine. Now let's be on our way. We have obliterated the horrid, shameless enemy, Vessel. Hehe, how wonderful. Yeah, that played out just like it did in the simulation. No, even better. Honestly, I'm a little scared by how well it all worked. The enemy demon tried to fire back at us. Does this mean Raiko was just that quiet? Indeed, and describe her weapon with runes to limit its vibration of nearby space. Yet my goddess guarantee that the spirit is now completely silent. I hear a fair amount swimming creatures outside. Maybe these enemy ships aren't the sharpest tools in this shed. I see. Then I suppose there is still some room for improvement. Captain, make sure to dismantle the enemy ship before bringing it aboard. I particularly appreciate any parts that seems especially quiet. I'm surprised she was willing to voice her opinion in defiance of this fortune goddess protection. I must say it's a bit unsettling. About desperate times and all that. True, but you know, Master, since we so frequently find ourselves in desperate times, don't you think that's all the more reason to take pains to preserve order, morality, and decency? Oh, does that mean? Indeed, from now on, while between missions, I will be resuming my prefect duties and cracking down on any displays of public indecency. I'll naturally be investigating whether you've committed any public decency violations in my absence, Master. And if I should happen to find you have... Ahem, I hope you'll be prepared to face the consequences. Oh no, whatever will I do? Mumbling instantly. Gee. Master, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how Lady Reikosaka was so full of life. I couldn't be more different from her. Huh? Sorry for being such a downer, Master. I hope Gyuhi is okay. Master, I know you have a lot on your plate right now. But could I ask you to do something nice for Gyuhi? Maybe you could take her for a walk, chat with her, have a meal together. Alright, it's a date. Exactly a time like this, a nice day can. Did you say date? Huh. Nothing ever seems to go my way. Hey, Gui. Oh, Master, I'm sorry. I'm not a better trainer. This feels really familiar. You certainly have work cut out for you, don't you, Master? Compared to you, I'm just a frail bow in the midst of wind, or maybe frail Gui. I knew it. She's super nervous. Okay, I know what to do. Hey, Gui, what do you say we have some fun together? Huh? But you're the acting commander, you must be very busy. Don't worry, I got more time on my hands than you think. Huh, but I... So why you come here of all places, huh? You really think Vangu's gonna enjoy all this blazing heat and total lack of fun? I'm actually here to hang out with you too, engineer. Me? You don't gotta worry about me. A quick shower during my breaks is all I need to wash off any stress I may have to pin up. As long as the engine's doing well, that's all I need to be happy. Speaking of which, I still got tons of work to do, so go on and get out of here. If you want to goof off that much, go play with one of the Marines or something. Let's just do one quick game, it'll only take a second. Huh? What's that stuff? Some kind of safety equipment? Rock, paper, scissors, and whoever tries to hit the losers wins with the... So we're doing rock, paper, scissors, and if I win, I go for the hammer, and you go for the helmet. What kind of silly ass game is that? And can't the hammer make any louder noise, like a big kaboom or something? Just try it on, trust me. Alright, hang on, okay, I got how this works. So did I say rock, paper, scissors, shoot, or without the shoot? Without, okay, got it. Let's do this thing, rock, paper, scissors. Oh, I sure lost that one. Yeah, it still was exciting to watch. I was on pins and needles the whole time. The looks of shame and fury on Lady Engineer face when you beat her the first 2 times was really funny, even if she didn't make a comeback after that. I was hoping you'd try it too, Vangu. Me? I don't know, I've never been very good at competition of any kind. If I had to use Squeak Hammer, I'd probably just panic and drop it, especially with Lady Engineer glaring at me so intensely. I'm sorry you wasted your invitation on me. Still, I really did enjoy watching. It was so exciting. Good sliding even. Let's visit the crew mess next. Hi there, welcome to the crew's mess. Are you on break now, acting commander? Can I get you something too strong to drink? A soft drink for me. How about you, Guhi? Me? Oh, what should I get? What's up, absinthe? What? Absinthe? Not at all. In fact, if I never see another bottle, I'd still be too soon. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make a joke. I hope I didn't offend you. Oh, please don't worry about me. Let me explain, Master. Back in my time, absinthe was one of the most popular kinds of alcohol in Paris. It's pretty strong, especially for low price, and it's served with a sugar cube to sweeten it, which made it pretty dangerous if you got hooked it. Some people even thought it might have dangerous side effects. Anyway, most artists back then would drink it whenever they were feeling down, and a lot of them drank themselves to death. I didn't drink it at all myself though. Lautrec was a lot more knowledgeable about it. Now I see. In that case, oh, come to think of it, I believe I saw at least one bottle of it. There you go, ta-da! It's elderflower cordial. People used to drink this in Netherlands all the time, right? What? Uh-huh. Did I touch a nerve again? Oh no, I was just surprised to see Dutch writing again. I love cordial. It's just as beautiful as I remember. Like the rays of the sun itself. Hey, would you like a glass of the same, Master? Definitely. It's so refreshing. I know, ginger sweetness and the fragrant aroma really brings out the flavor. Are you having fun now? Oh yes, definitely. Thank you for making time for me, Master. I promise I'll do my best to sort of through my feelings so I can do the jobs you need me to. I'm glad to hear that and all, but... Huey, I think Master just wants you to see you smile. I know I'm sorry, the Nautilus doesn't have much in the way of entertainment. There's still some time to go before your next meal, so maybe you could grab a spare marine and do something fun with me. Say I got an idea. No way, do you paint too, Master? Not at all, but it looks fun. Fun, of course, it's fun. It's super fun. Well, that's great, I'm finally get to paint with someone else again. I can even teach you a little. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. It's already so much fun that... I went and bloomed. Whoopsie. A spirit origin extension. Oh, Gugi, you look so much more mature now. I'm kinda jealous. Oh, I guess this outfit's a little more feminine. But then again, why wouldn't it be? I'm a girl after all. Oh wait, Vincent's a boy. The oldest son of the Van Gogh family. And leaves a good for nothing. I remember key Uncle Stricker's daughter rejected me and how things didn't go well with Celine, the prostitute eater. Wait, huh? We're under attack. Oh, of course, yeah, wait, what? We're under attack? I mean, this was a date? Let's go take care of them. Yes, of course, in fact, I think I could destroy any monster that tries to mess with us now. There you are, Master. We got a close combat fight on our hands. Small enemies are swarming out our outer bounded field. Why now? I don't know what got their attention, but now, for now, we need to focus on getting rid of them and make sure to do it quietly as possible. I already heard about what happened with you. Thank you. Wow, I love to run some detailed tests. Right now, we need all the help we can get. Are you ready to head out? Yes, of course. I'll do the best I can. There we go. I restored all the injured servants to prime condition. However, there's still an issue with you, Vengu. We need to study the effects of your new ascension may be having. The change in skin color is especially striking anyway. We need to make sure there are no adverse health effects. By all means, study away. It's okay if the tests are a little painful. I like pain. I appreciate you being so cooperative. Alright, I'll go get Professor in here. Help me. I'm sorry to have you postpone your date again, Master, but please try to understand Captain's order and all. No problem, take care of Gyuhi for me. Thank you, Master. Please let me shake your hand. I'll come back to you later, I promise. Master. Ah. Well, I know this wasn't very respectful of your privacy, Master, but since there are a number of issues involving Vengu, we took the liberty of following you. I'm so sorry. I just want to say how incredibly touched I am, Master. Your day was unbelievably precious, and you didn't even try to pry into Gyuhi's history. You were so considerate of her too. I especially loved how you got her out of her shell and talking to other people so naturally. The whole thing was just so beautiful and heartwarming. It reminds me of the time I spent in the inner palace. Incidentally, Osaka BGM loudly mumbled something similar right before she said she was getting stomachache and holed herself up in her room. Anyway, I do think your thoughtfulness is praiseworthy. It's also exactly why I have to say something about how you interact with her. The fact is, we need to make a decision about whether we should continue to treat her like just another servant. Does that mean you suspect that she's behind this whole incident at Captain? No, it doesn't, but given her unstable fortune or spirit origin, we have to be aware of the risks that comes with her mental instability and bipolar tendencies. Between the spontaneous ascensions due to her buoyant mental state and the seemingly extreme changes to her spirit origin that occurred as a result, there are too many factors at play that we can neither understand nor control. Throw in her fortune class status, and there's just no telling what kind of danger she might ultimately pose. Of course, I think there might be a reason why Yang Yufei, another fortuner, is here during this highly unusual situation. Maybe that Vengu has yet to reach her final fortuner form. And if that form turns out to be an enemy we need to defeat, that might be why Yufei was summoned here. That does sound like what happened with XX and Niruhawa. Huh? You're kidding, right? I can't do that, no way. I know I only just met Gyuhi recently, but she was already like sister to me. Let me be clear that we were discussing worst case scenario here. But if it does come to that, we will need to be ready, Yuki. Oh, hang on. I just got an update from Nurse. After taking a look on Vengu's spirit origin ascension, she said she couldn't find anything noteworthy outside of a marked increase in magical energy capacity. In fact, given her unusual blood and spiritual properties, her new skin color might even be closer to her model form. At this point, we simply can't be definite, but if we agree that she's potentially dangerous, we can still change how we treat her. For example, we could put her spirit origin into a sleep mode, like General Shang Yu, or we could build a new isolated chamber for her to confine her there. I know how harsh that all sounds, but if we think of it as assuring as the guest gets, the necessary chance that recovery is more than humane. However, unfortunate though it may seem, we should limit how much you interact with her form now on, Master. After all, you're my master now, which means you're also the now's lifeline. I hear, but that's not how I like to handle this. Why not? Are you forgetting Vengu might be responsible for this entire situation? What if continuing to interact with her really ends up putting not just you, or Nihilus, but all of Chaldea's and proper human history at risk? We still don't know for sure that she's dangerous. I see. So if things dangerous turn, you prefer to get in close and find out the cause of danger instead of just trying to make it go away. Alright, if that's your decision, then I'm officially relieving you of command. Huh? Captain, Is that surprising? Master and servants are basically just two people connected by command spells. There's no law saying we have to do everything our master says. And in your case, especially Yuki, your command spell's authority isn't even completely binding. If I think you're making a mistake, there's nothing stopping me from acting accordingly. Yes, I'm a servant. But I'm a phantom spirit first. My spirit origin may not be anything special, but that doesn't mean I'm not willing to make tough calls when necessary. And as captain of the ship, I can't in good conscience follow a master who would knowingly allow a dangerous element to move around unfettered. It's going to be a major problem for morale on the rest of this voyage unless we set the record straight here and now. So as a cliche as it might sound, I challenge you to fight Yuki. If you win, I apologize to insubordination and I swear fealty from then on. If you lose, you resign your post as an active commander and agree to follow my commands instead. Captain, with all due respect, this is no time to be fighting among ourselves. Master, please tell him why. Okay, let's do it. Master, you're not serious, are you? Tell me you're not serious. What a wonderful sight to see after exiting my workshop for the first time in ages. I can practically feel my spirit origins being rejuvenated. Do you really think so, Scotty? Because it seems to me like the Nautilus' chain of command is on the verge of collapse. Don't be ridiculous, Mash. Fighting to resolve their difference is something my beloved children have done since ancient times. It is truly a heartwarming sight. I see no reason why this dispute should be any different. There's always something to be learned through fierce competitions with one peers regardless of age or gender. Does this really qualify as this fierce competition? I just want to make sure we don't have any regrets. It'd be a huge waste to stand around, blaming one another for things we did or didn't do that are only clear in hindsight. And I have absolutely no patience for pointless debate that just goes in endless circles. We need to make it abundantly clear who suggests that who agreed to it, and who ultimately responsible for it, or this whole mission will end in abject failure. All the more given so, how we're all stuck together in the tight confines of a submarine. So this will be our fair and impartial court. Once we fight, we will know where things stand, simple as a sand dollar. Alright, Master Yuki, come at me with everything you got. Let's see which of us has the strength of our convictions. Sulking. Pretty sure I won. Aren't duels supposedly fought one-on-one? Why'd you bring a full roster? You said come at you with everything got, so... Top of winning on technically. I'm Captain New Year, is that fine with these results? Yes, it's fine. As promised. From now on, I'll go along with whatever you want to do, acting commander. If anyone ends up causing any problem down the line, every crew member on the ship will face them together. I also won't blame Vangu or Master. Or even any of the servants who helped the Master win our battle just now, for putting us in that position. Basically, regardless of what dangers might befall the Nautilus in the future, the whole crew will be responsible for resolving them. That is all. Thanks, Nemo. Yeah. So now I lost. That's the end of it. I'm not going to apologize, it's too embarrassing. Fine with me. Alright, I know this is short notice, but now that's settled, there's something I'd like to talk to you about, Captain Commander. Oh, it's a top secret, so I'd like to give us some privacy. Sorry to leave you again, Mash. I'm sorry. So you're apologizing after all. No, not at all. I still believe my actions were justified. I apologize for what I said before you shared your position for my own weakness. When I get right down to it, I forced you to make a decision I wasn't comfortable making myself. Speaking purely emotionally, I don't want to treat her Vangu badly, I really don't. But the name of series is divided on subject of what to do about her. Engineer the Marines, Baker, I'll agree with letting her roam free. Nurse is fine either way. The professor wants to keep her confined. So I end up foisting the decision onto you, even though as the captain of the ship, it should have been my call. And that's why I'm apologizing for my inability to make a tough decision. Desire to treat Vangu well have anything to do with her similarity. More or less, I'm not a real hero spirit, at least not like the others. I'm a mixture of two separate hero spirits and their legends. I know I settled on Nemo during our voyage in India, but that doesn't mean I made my peace with my dueling identities. I have a feeling Vangu is going through similar hardship. That's why deep down I really like nothing more than to help her. I think from mental perspective you can save her, but that still leaves the problem of extra class. I'm not worried, not with all of us working together. You received some good grief. Thanks, Master. I'm so glad they let me out of the infirmary. That's the best night I had in ages. It was so much fun teaching you how to paint, Master. Your croquis techniques really improves quickly too. I really enjoyed seeing some of Hokusai's original paintings too. I'm so happy. I wonder if this is all a dream. It really feels like a dream. Such pretty warm light all around me. I'm so happy that I bloomed. Just kidding. Just another Vangu for you. Vangu's joking. Vangu's being around. I do usually never get excited. I was too high. I'm high Vangu. Hee-ho. Hee-ho. It's all paint. I Vangu. I think I just ran out of magic energy. Now I'm a little sleepy. Good night. Thank you so much, Master. I'm so grateful to you. Congratulations on finishing your first painting session with Vangu-senpai. I saw you stayed up all night painting with her. After she was released with a clean bill of health, it did seem more like a training at an art dojo than a creative exercise though. Turns out Vangu is a really strict art teacher. Still, of all things you did on your date, she seems to enjoy herself the most while teaching you how to paint. You really think so? Yes. Why was that not the case? Looked like she was trying to have fun and has not to think about anything. Really? That's a little hard to believe, but if that's what you think, Senpai, you're probably right. But then I wonder what we have to do to see her genuinely happy. I'm here, I'm ready for the meeting, so what's this all about, Master? Your guess is as good as mine. So you don't know either. It seems to be no one knows. That must mean captains called this meeting. What more, none of the other leaders know what it's about. And the goddess isn't here for some reason. It can only means two things. Either a pleasant surprise or some dire techno news. Dire, dire is great. It's only when people are confronted with something dire that their true beauty starts to shine through. Huh. The professor gave me some weird concoction that turned me back. Just kidding, another Vangu for you. I decided to stay in this form most of the time because it uses less mental energy and is also less depressing. True, you did tend to get a little worked up like that. Yeah, but when I felt down, I felt really down. Let's just say the day after a date was kind of rough. Anyway, regardless what kind of news we get, I'll be with you all the way, Master. Whoa, I'm glad to see you. Thinking more positively, Gui, but I'm not about to lose the battle for Master's affections anytime soon. Look forward to continuing to serve Master alongside you, Lady and Goofy. Me too, no matter what kind of universe channeling news we get, we'll be fine as long as we stick together. Hello everyone, I appreciate you all coming on such a short notice. As a few minutes ago, we officially passed our 150-hour voice space time limit. Whoa. I initially thought we wouldn't be able to survive more than 150 hours out here. All the resources we brought with us from Chaldea are now gone. Under other circumstances, this would be the point where I admit defeat and fall on my sword, but these aren't normal circumstances. We're still alive. We're going to keep it that way. It may take longer to escape than I first thought, but there's definitely a light at the end of this tunnel. One way or another, we will make it out here. That's why I asked all of you here to remind you of how far we come and start anew with fresh purpose. Great work, all of you. Keep it up, and I have no doubt we'll be back before we know it. Aye aye, Captain. Now I thought you all deserve a little reward, so Scotty and I took the liberty of putting something together. We couldn't go out as we would have liked it, but I hope you enjoy it all the same. Alright, next stop, the crew mess. Is something wrong letting you, Goofy? Come on, let's hurry, I don't want to miss the fruit. I thought I heard something, maybe it was just my imagination. Oh look, Senpai, it's a veritable feast. All kinds of bread, fried fish, and potatoes, even kinds of food I never seen before. It's like Easter or something. Shrimp cocktails, oyster, Clypatrick, gijang, mokwak, gumbo, steamed fish. It's like seafood to Tengoku here. They even got curry. Dig in, everyone. There's plenty to go around. Indeed, the chef and I worked hard to prepare this banquet. Enjoy it and be grateful, my beloved children. Master, given what the captain said about all the initial resources being gone, this means all this food was made from Voidmaster, right? I'll admit I was a little worried, but I guess I didn't have to be. Yes, victory is ours. At first, I was just hoping to be able to extract the 3 major nutrient groups along with essential vitamins and minerals. But the gods and Baker insisted proper meals are key to our operation here, and they helped me make the leaps and bound in our ingredients conversion techniques. So I've been figuring out ways to contribute to the ship renovation, suffice to say. Our Magecraft workshop / kitchen has been on a roll with no signs of slowing down. At first blush, this does seem like a feast as grand as anything served in the palace during the Tang Dynasty, but these are no imitation dish. You have to use Magecraft to transform them into something completely different from their origins. Even so, some things would have been more trouble to transform than they were worth, so dishes that use such ingredients we took the liberty of swapping in other reality converted magical creatures. For example, the fried mandragora. This calls for a servant safety taste test. Pardon me, Master. Ouchie! This is as delicious as it looks, and it's completely safe to eat. Don't worry, Master. Taste testing is actually a specialty of mine. Then let's eat already. Yeah, this feels almost sinful. I hardly ever got to eat my fill back when I was alive. And a gourmet meal like this would have been out of the question. Munch munch. Oh, could I have another of these? Thanks, munch munch. I'm glad she's getting a chance to eat her fill now. Yuki, can I talk to you for a moment? We kind of splurged on time and resources to prepare this piece. We can't do this sort of thing all the time. A submarine sealed environment. Its passenger needs some way to vent that stress, and a good meal is one of the best ways to do so. That's just as true for your experience as for regular people. These kind of things aren't just luxury, they are a necessity, at least from time to time. So on that note, if you happen to notice any other sources of stress or dissatisfaction among the crew, I appreciate it if you let me know about them. Will do. That said, I might be getting ahead of myself. After all, it goes well, we won't have to stay in the void sea much longer. I hope that autism doesn't come back to bite us. There you are, Yuki. Are you enjoying the food? Good, good. That makes this meal worth all the hard work I put into it. I actually prepared a special dish just for you, not even the captain knows about it. Speaking of which, tell me, are you still hungry? Absolutely. Good, good, very well then. Now what is it? All of you can eat special? We're under attack, but how did they find us? I was sure we were running silent. Anyway, looks like the rest of the party will have to wait. All hands on the battle station. Oh, but I'm still not done. Don't worry, Guki. Think of it as a little mid-meal walk to aid with digestion. Once we're done with this, we can come back and eat even more. Oh, what a simple idea. Please don't forget to leave some food for me, Captain. Of course, Baker. We're going to need more party resource. Double time. Aye, aye, Captain. Good luck, everyone. Very well. That last dish and I will be waiting here. Make sure you don't take too long. I can't wait to see what it is. Oh, hello, Master. It's wonderful we were able to resume the party, isn't it? Now it's more of a victory party. It's important for warriors to be rewarded for proving their valor in battle, so I think this was a wonderful idea. Yes, all things are welcome in moderation. One mustn't indulge in deep purity on a daily basis, of course, but days of good tidings should be celebrated joyously without reservation. So on that note, I would like to take this occasion to sing. Maybe this is where I'm meant to come in? Hehe, that won't be necessary. We already have all the sound equipment we need. Oh whoa, a high-end karaoke set just popped up from the floor. How is that even possible? Also, are we sure it's a good idea to sing given our current circumstance? Sure, it'll be fine. We already took out all the enemies in this area. Besides, we took the trouble making this party gear. It'd be a shame not to use it. Let's just sit back and enjoy our show. This goes out all the way my beloved children waiting for me in Chaldea. The tale of slashing the Hike. Very nice indeed. By the way, Yuki, I trust you remember our promise. Of course. Wonderful, I'm glad to hear it. Very well, feast on your eyes and your taste buds on this one kind culinary masterpiece. Is that? Indeed, it's a White Monster sashimi with the head of a tail still intact. I'm told sashimi's modern dosy freshness is crucial to preparation. It's always sounded fascinating. Thought this would be an excellent chance to try my hand at it. So I skipped the Magecraft transformation for this monster and tried to simply craving it raw. I also have a traditional sashimi condiment as soy sauce and wasabi on hand should you wish to make use of them. Alright, my master. They say nowadays dig in. I don't suppose you taste tested, did you? No, I did not. I thought you should be first to try it. Oh, we're not. There are no toxins. Make sure of that during our analysis. I never seen sashimi with such knobby suckers or veiny skin before, but in ways it's almost look not unappetizing. I know we eaten monsters out of this sea before, but seeing one prepared raw like this is very novel. Oh, is this sushi? I don't want it, master. I'd be happy to take it off your... You don't want it, master? I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Oh no you don't. I need to taste test it, make sure it's safe for us. Silently make peace with your maker. Alright, down the hatch. Good news, crew. Thanks to all of your hard work, we're finally ready to leave this water behind. There's still a number of large enemy ships blocking our exit, but this time we got a plan. We've been racking up victories against these ships thanks to Reiko's incredible firepower, and I fully expect to keep our streak alive. I've already got her in position, and according to her calculations, we should be able to finish this battle with about 6 lightning strikes from her no phantasm. That said, if the plan goes awry, there's still a risk. The enemy will counterattack and call for reinforcements again, so we'll need to be ready for that possibility too. Combat team, you'll be remain on standby here in the ship. If worst comes to worst, we may also need to release Thanatos no phantasm again. I trust we're all good to go on that front now, engine room. Hell yeah, I'm still a little uneasy seeing how we only just finished patching the engine up, but we'll do what we gotta do, Captain. If we gotta ram the hell out of these ships, make it out of here, then I'll make it happen. If it's the last thing I ever do, engine room out. Feel bad for always asking so much of Nemo, engineer, but we'll have to do our best to pick up the slack got too. Right, you are. I'm expecting great things from all of you. We'll begin the operation T-minus 600 seconds, but before we do, there's something I need to discuss with the acting commander in private. Okay, you can come in now. Yeah, very well. Raiko, I thought you were already outside the ship. It's a bit of a long story. I've actually been having Reiko investigate some things on laws in her capacity as a shadow prefect, and I asked her to let me know if she found anything suspicious or anyone doing anything suspicious. I'm sorry, while I do think it was worthwhile to have her keep a low profile. It doesn't excuse the fact that I overstepped my authority by ordering one of your servants. That's okay, so what do you find, Reiko? Well, as it happens, I didn't find anything suspicious at all. The spirit engine isn't very well suited to expunge an age, so I've been going about my investigation quite openly. And if nothing else, I can tell you that I found no signs of suspicious behavior on anyone's part during the 2 assaults Thanatos has placed this far. That includes the ones called Yangufei and Bangu. They both did stick pretty close to me when they first showed up. Naturally, I investigate these newcomers especially thoroughly to ensure any undesirable keep their distance from you, Master. But no matter how hard it looked, I found no evidence of suspicious behavior on their part during either assault. In fact, I can even say with certainty that there were no loud sounds produced in or by the Nautilus prior to those attacks. Really? I actually talked to everyone about this to confirm it for myself, and I learned something very interesting. While she doesn't know where it came from, or what it could be, Yangufei was the only one who mentioned she thought she heard a strange sound before we were attacked. If that's true, it could be an enemy pinger. What's a pinger? It's an active form of sonar, which finds objects by emitting sound waves and seeing which one bounce back. The pinger is the device that emits the sound waves. Assuming that's what happened, that means the enemy has started searching for us. Up until now, we only seen and captured void enemies who have been swimming in the hunting on instinct alone, but that thing might be changing. While it's possible that at least one enemy who excels in convert abilities has been hiding their true intelligence from the beginning, it could also be that an enemy is learning, or maybe evolving. At least this clears the crew's vision. For now anyway. During the victory party, I went out of my way to make noise to see if anyone in attendance would react suspiciously, but saw nothing of the sort. Huh? That's why you sang? Well, of course it was. Can you try to imagine me actually choosing to do anything indecent otherwise? We actually recorded that song ahead of time and used a polar opposite waveform to ensure its sounds would be cancelled out before we could escape the ship. If the enemy had attacked us then, it would have given the idea that someone inside the ship was covertly controlling them more Christian, but of course, that never happened. Anyway, I'm very grateful for Reiko's help. She'd been invaluable for getting intel. Sniff. Now everyone's thinking of me as a Mike Hog Reiko. Just smile and nod, smile and nod. Oh, it's alright, Master. I would do anything to protect the precious smiles of yours. Rest assured, Captain, I will continue to carry out my shop perfection duties. If there is anything else I can help with, please don't hesitate to let me know. Now if you excuse me, I must return to my post as a torpedo launcher. Its punch might not be her strong suit, but having more servants devoted to keeping you safe can only be a good thing. Hey now, cheer up. The operation is about to begin. Remember, then again, a few word lines might actually help you seem more like a real commander. Personally, I'm really happy about this. Even if it only means for the time being, it feels good to knowing we have no cause to suspect anyone on the crew. Now come on, we got new waters out there just waiting to be explored. The Vajra Gozo Tenno, reincarnation of goddess Indra, the land's divinely made from secret bones. Come forth for now like evil, and just for now, do so quietly as possible. Vajra of Indra help. Computer room here. Torpedo number 3 has been fired, and our magic energy supply is still holding steady. Have we got confirmation of impact? There, it's just a hit. It's hard to make out through the sound of Alpha blowing up, but I think it took out target Bravo. So all of our torpedoes so far have hit their targets, and no return fire. It looks like we might have an overwhelming advantage against enemy ships now. Yep, everything's going as smooth as a whale shark swimming path. Oh wait, just I just heard that sound again. We might have another ambush on our hands. Damn, I guess I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Combat team, prepare to deploy. Hang on, this found a fuel signal. This isn't a bunch of little ones. We got a full-blown enemy ship incoming. What, an enemy ship is making its way toward us? They must have used an active ping to look at us, damn it, of all times. Computer room, can you switch Reiko's next target to this incoming ship? Negative, calculating void space. Coordinates entering them into the homing spell is actually an incredible advanced and delicate operation. I need at least 300 seconds. Damn it, alright then. We'll just have to use my Nella's number test too. We can't use it now. Then we might be done for if they attack us and give our position away to the other enemy ships. We'll be surrounded. What's it, Vangu? Do you think your professor can get us out of this again? No, but in this form I think I can help without relying on some strange, mysterious no-phantasm. I can draw a platform where Lady Reiko's standing now so that she can continue sinking enemy ships. While she does, then all of us can slowly reverse, luring the ship approaching us away from her, so we can use Captain Nemo's no-phantasm to destroy it safely. Would that work? How about it, Captain? Yeah, that should work. I certainly don't see us coming up with a better idea in the time we have. Alright, thank you, do it. As you wish, Master. I'm glad we have a plan now, but we still have very much in the woods. I'm hearing tons of things swimming our way ahead with approaching enemy ship. Got it, then the combat team will protect Reiko while she focuses on her torpedo duties from Vangu's platform. And I'll use my no-phantasm to take out the enemy ship at point blank range once we're far enough away from Reiko and the combat team. All hands move out. Understood, this time nothing gets by me. Fragile of Intra, that should take care of all the enemy ships up ahead. That's great, but what about us? The reinforcements just keep coming, and now we got the last big guy headed our way too. Is Thanatos still not ready for your no-phantasm, Captain? We just got into position now. All hands brace for impact. I'm going to release my no-phantasm. Thank goodness, now we should be safe and set. Hang on. I'm hearing a kind of cracking sound coming from our foot. Their engine room. It reaches the top now. Aye, aye, Captain. All the little ones and Mega have been wiped out. With no sign of return fire, we did it. Yeah, we did. Then they all got blasted away by our no-phantasm's shockwave. We can't even contact them anymore either. They all cut their lifelines in preparation for attack, so there's nothing to stop them from drifting to the ends of all logical coordinates. What? How can we rescue them? We can't. Our attack just sent all the servants capable of traversing void space flying. This is terrible, then they're all... Easy, Nemo, I'll get someone to help. Huh? You want to summon another servant now? Do we even have the magical energy for that? This is the workshop, worry not. We are flashed with magical energy right now, and the link to Mana's shield is still intact. Feel free to call forward as many servants as you need, until help arrives, Yuki. Okay, let's do it. Bring in a servant that's as good a swimmer as me, someone who can adapt to any kind of sea in the world. You got it. I'm Alter Ego Lambda. I don't know what this is all about, but you called, so I had to answer. Dark, drab, and dirty place you got here. No sense of acidic whatever sober. Even your room in Kelty is full a bit cleaner than. Lady Sarvasti, our savior. Oh, now I try to keep this side myself secret when I'm in this form, but I guess I couldn't completely hide my goddess of the arts aura. Unfortunately for you though, I'm not her. I'm Lamnandaris, Lord of the Lavanthins. The merciless ruler of the seas. I'm patrons of violence rather than their arts. Wonderful, once again, you brought in just the correct word for the job, Yuki. You there, high servant, blah blah blah, here is your voice space patch. That's all you have to say? Do you really think you can order me around like that without proper explanation, lost spell goddess or not? There's no way I'm putting on some strange gear from who knows what. Come on, Lamdi, please try it on. Lamdi, you want to die or something? Did being stuck in this hellhole drive you nuts? Are you just a broken doll now? We'll be soon if you don't help us out. Please, you gotta save the what? Look, you really panicked, aren't you? I can't even spare a moment for my usual cruel opening remarks. Alright, it looks like you really are on short on time, and I got this just well enough. While I love wearing anything BB had in hand. I see it's a necessary evil here. I don't usually take on new jobs so easily, but I suppose I can make an exception this one time, for the right price obviously. So if I were you, Master, make sure you're ready to dig deep into those pockets of yours when the bill comes. Alright, Scotty, hand it over. I'll show you all my patient's fully liquid body quick change technique, the family friendly version of course. Oh, let me make one more thing clear before we begin. I won't be doing any fighting this time. Huh? You really don't get it, really. Have you seen the voice sea? It's revolting. I only swim in water to free my elegance. Oh, don't worry. I'll still fulfill your request. You want me to see your friends, right? Now that I got this void compatibility chip, my Lavanthians can handle the void too. They'll have the job done in no time. Go ahead and get the airlock ready. This will be over before you can say triplets. Oh man. I said thought it was gonna be Shinede. One dramatic turns of events. Bring the mysterious alter ego, Lambda, in at our time of need, senpai. It was amazing to see how quickly the penguins rescued us too. Leviathans, cure light. They are properly referred as Leviathans. Indeed, a rescue is truly an act of divine providence, though I do have some thoughts about the manner in which it was carried out. So worry not, no matter how high index may rise, I will simply redouble my prefectural efforts. Well, that backhanded compliment, if I ever tried her one. It seems this woman could give Lip a run for her money when it comes to making enemies. Actually, in more ways one than one. Not that I'm going to be one of those enemies myself. There's clearly a lot I could learn from her in terms of well-rounded physical beauty. Hey, I haven't seen you around Kelty before. Who are you? I sense a kind but sorrowful song within you. Are you a What? Thank you. Talking about glowing on her arm. Somebody stop her quick. I'm just checking on Vanku in the infirmary. She seems to have calmed down now. She says she felt so guilty about what happened that she got confused and apologized profusely. Fortunately, the bites on her arms were only minor injuries, though of course that's no surprise since she is a pure experience and all. Poor Guki, I had no idea she was broken up over her foothood, breaking down and putting all us in danger. I see, it must have only made things worse for her. I mean, a bright shining star like myself talking to her right after such an abject failure. She must have been so nervous that I can hardly blame her for getting a little mixed up. Anyway, on a different subject, since I, of course, did nothing wrong. Wait, that was Vincent Van Gogh, the legendary trouble artistic genius? She's obviously got something else mixed in with her. I trust you already figured out what it is. Huh? You must be really tested yourself. Can't you just girlfriend like that around? Oh well, it's none of my business. You there, in a sailor uniform. I'm going to need my own room, along with a private bath. See you around later, Mr. Half-Broken Doll. You use this kind of chaos. I'll just sit back and laugh while you run around trying to contain this mess. So now we got yet another eccentric servant aboard. A gesto servant with multiple divinities, huh? Well, at least those familiars of hers should be useful. They are leviathans. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Anyway, we did the best we could. And things went as well we could have hoped. I say the operation was a success. Naturally, we took care of anyone who was injured. I have no criticism about the way it went. Yes, the enemy ship sweeping in to attack us of its own accord may have caught us off guard, but we still managed to deal with it. So I say we're ready to complete the operation and move on to next body of water. Any objection? Nope, but I have to check in on Bangu later. Definitely, we wouldn't have been able to handle that enemy ship if it wasn't for her quick thinking. No one could have expected her platform to fall apart like that either. She didn't do anything wrong, and she shouldn't blame herself for what happened. Sounds like you're trying to convince yourself there, my adorable little captain. What do you find suspicious about that she was able to manifest new terrain like that? How dull, how dreadfully boring. If you ask me, a little poisonous suspicion like that is just the spice this bunch needs. Have you ever thought, maybe you keep finding yourself in this kind of predicament because you keep analyzing over every little thing? Oh, not my problem. Anyway, I'll send you my price chart for renting out my lab phone later, in case you wish to make use of my service again in the future. So she wasn't keen about making us pay for her help. I don't know if I ever seen a goddess with such a keen business sense. Let's just take it one day at a time, Captain. Oh, I don't mean in a bad way. I get a sense that deep down she's a lot like me. I don't mean it in a bad way. I even get the sense that deep down she's a lot like me. We work hard, we don't slack off, and we run tight ship, both figuratively and literally. I'd say that makes us a perfect match for a master like you. Anyway, thanks to you, we have a torpedo substitute and search and rescue team. As long as you're here, I think we can overcome whatever we face. So we have no signs that something wrong other than the prediction that this is all just a dream. Right, no matter how many times Triman's Sky 2 runs the numbers, they always arrive at the conclusion that this is a dream. Holmes replied it was fascinating. I believe I will retreat to the world of dreams as well. Before going back to bed, it does not seem like he will be any help in figuring out what is going on. Man, I can't even imagine the kind of thought process that lead a machine to doubt its own existence, let alone that the world around it. But that is because I am a genius and everything I make is amazing. While Triman's Q goes to work, I consider every possibility under sun, even counts for entropy as just another kind of abnormality. Damn, sounds like a hell of a self-confident estimator. I might even be a little jealous. So we take that analysis to face value. Does that mean we're just characters in this dream who will disappear as soon as the dreamer wakes up? That I do not know. I can only say it appears to be at least 99% certain that the dreamer is Yuki. The very fact we are discussing this now must be mean that we are... So maybe we are only constructs of Yuki's unconsciousness mind. And if that is in fact the case, then I do not see much cause for concern. Then maybe I'll try coming out with a new invention so mind-blowing Yuki could never imagine it in a million years. I suppose he could, but that would only mean he sees you as someone able to do so. There's nothing to be gained trying to fight this. Our only real choice is to sit back and see how things play out. So much for that idea. Come to think of it, I've been neglecting my inventions, but if this really is an all dream, then who cares? Oh, I'm finding this all very interesting myself. Hi there, Yuki. Are you watching us right now? Look, nothing demonstrates your intellectual curiosity, does it, Shion? Screw it, I'll play along too. Hey, you're seeing us, Yuki. Alright, while we're here, we should probably talk about something important. We're currently leaving the Nautilus completely to its own device. Should we leave it like that, or try to do something to help? Like what? Even if we wanted to, we don't have any way of interfering from here, plus that's a bit weirdness with XXX aside. There's been no sign of anything that's gone wrong. Maybe we could attempt to force race shift with Dr. Gordoff using his connections to Yuki as an anchor. No, I think we had better not. We do not want to inadvertently risk a dream becoming reality. And someone whose definitely exists is made to intervene in a world that never does not exist. The later would end up incorporating the former. In this case, the world that Yuki and the Nautilus are in right now would be the dream. But those of us staying us behind in the modern sea are technically part of that dream. We are also outside of it. Essentially, we are in a reality-based dream, and they are in a dream within a dream. And I cannot recommend crossing that line. But crossing lines is what I do. It's basically my job. Oh, what? A resident didn't compute AI reserve now. We're trying not to hear that. Let's take a look. Oh great. Now what? Whatever it is, I can't possibly be more ridiculous than this dream rigmarole, right? What if I tell you the likelihood of this dream is coming true was over 80%? Say what?